What's up, boys? It's your boy Nick from D Boys Food Review, and I'm back at it again with my boy
Andy Mandy.
That's right, boys. And today we got something a little special. We got the 12-piece KFC pack right here. This comes with 5 different sauces, boys. So we got fucking dippling sauce. We got the classic barbecue sauce. You can't see it. Dippling. We got barbecue. We have the sweet and sour. What else do we have?
And this. The gravy is back.
I mean, I don't like the gravy.
Well, I can't say I agree. And we may have, what was it, 5 dipping sauces?
Yes.
Don't forget, we also have 5 packs for cleaning up after ourselves.
I'll make that 6.
6, actually. So there is extra value through the cleaning supplies.
We found the last
and
sauce.
An extra sauce.
Aioli. Yeah. So we've gotten our 5 sauces well, it's 4 sauces and gravy. But let's.
Damn, it's hot in here.
Yeah, man, it is hot. I'm keeping that in. And this also comes with 2 large chips right here, boys. Alright, boys, we're back. Sorry, Andrew just got a bit overheated. But again, we got 2 large chips, and now let's get the main course out.
Unboxing. So we have a nice little Merry Christmas in July message here. I think it's backwards for the camera, but
July, is it?
It's not July. It's September. It's like, what's it? July, August, it's 2 months away from July. So I think they're a little late with this, or maybe it's early for next year, but it is in fact not Christmas and it is not July. So anyways, let's see what present was meant for us 2 months ago. And that is 12 KFC chicken tenders.
Oh boy.
Look at that. It's not 12 actually, it's 15. 15 tenders this comes with. This is twice the adult's daily intake. So me and Nick eating this together, we're basically set for the whole day. At least we should be. So let's have a dig in and see what they're offering.
All right, which sauce do we want to start off with, or do you want to do? I think we'll start off with the base review. So let's grab one
tender.
Holy
on its own.
shit! It's my dick. It's floppy as hell.
All right. Solo chicken tender going in.
It's nice.
First bite, it's good. Very flavorful. All the seasoning in the kind of, yeah, just the seasoning's really nice. We were driving for a little bit, so it's just a slight bit soggy, but that's going to happen when you trap it in a hot box for ages. Nothing on the fault of the chefs there.
Now, which sauce to start with, Andrew? Oh, sorry.
The sweet and sour dipping sauce.
Yeah. We'll do the sweet and sour first.
Just before we begin on that, just a base test of the chips, of course.
Always.
And what have we today?
Soggy, but still nice.
Soggy. Not very salty. Just very average chips from KFC.
Right.
But hopefully the sauce can save it.
That sweet and sour sauce. Now, let's dip a bit of chicken in my guy.
Oh, my second piece.
Oh.
Sweet and sour dipping sauce on the tenders.
Ding.
Going in. Firstly, right off the bat, I'm going to say this is better than the Macca's sweet and sour dipping sauce.
I would say yes.
This is, the sweet and sour Macca's dipping sauce is kind of like a dumbed down version of their barbecue sauce, whereas this is something else entirely. It's a different kind of sauce, not a permutation of the barbecue, which is just better in every way. So
let's get into the
sauce.
supercharged dipping sauce. This looks like Big Mac sauce.
I believe they put it on their zingers.
Oh.
Or a kind of zinger.
Now my second piece.
Second one.
Ah.
Alright, supercharged dipping sauce.
Ding. Kind of does taste like a Big Mac sauce, doesn't it? Oh, that's hot. It's hot.
Has a bit of a zing to it.
Oh,
could
I
say.
see why it's called supercharged.
I'm a fan of that one. It has a very nice like zing to it, like I said, at the end of it, and the flavor's not overly intense, but it's just a very satisfying addition to the chicken. Next up, we have the aioli, the creamy aioli sauce. Another tender to test it with.
Now, the aioli sauce at Macca's is very nice, so I'm wondering if this is better. I need another try of that.
I think that's a good sauce. That's good. You can definitely feel the creaminess that's advertised on the lid of the sauce. And yeah, it's pretty good. I'd actually love to have that with like a fish and chips. I think that would be great.
Yeah. Kind of tasted a bit like Caesar sauce to me.
That's true, actually. On your Caesar salad, creamier and more aioli-like though.
Now for the big boy, the big dog.
The final sauce. It's barbecue, right?
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
I'm excited for this one. This is usually the cream of the crop for all these fast food dipping sauces.
It's hard
so
to mess up barbecue sauce.
high expectations.
Kind of small piece you got
yeah,
there.
a little lanky one. I tried to dip as much as I could in there. I go for the other side as well to really lather it up in that sauce.
Let's try it.
Alright. I'm going chips into that too. Can't go wrong with barbecue sauce. That one's nice. It has like a specific smoky kind of aftertaste to it, I find. Yeah. Now that barbecue sauce is really nice. What I've noticed from the Hungry Jack range is that each of their sauces, Hungry Jack, from the KFC range, each of their sauces have a very distinct kind of texture and flavor and style to them. There's not a lot of overlap between them, unlike McDonald's, say. A lot of them are kind of similar, whereas you're getting something different from each of these. It's good. Now,
We got the
for
gravy.
the little gremlin of the bunch. I feel bad wasting a tender on this shit, but it's got to be done.
For the review's sake.
Alright. The KFC. That's so much. Okay. The KFC gravy on tender.
It's gonna break.
Quick, going in.
Oh, wow, that made it so much worse.
Yeah. All it does is overpower the good flavor from the chicken and just replace it with the mediocre gravy. Really, if your intention is to worsen your experience with this meal, dip all of these into the gravy. If not, stick with the sauces, or on its own, it's still way better than that gravy. Don't touch that shit. It's awful.
Wow. Heartfelt words, Andrew.
I gotta cleanse my mouth.
Now,
Yeah, that's sweet and sour.
Yeah. Now we gotta do the chip test with every sauce. So, since you just did the sweet and sour, I'll also do the sweet and sour.
Get it again, it was so good.
I will do the super hot. Aioli.
One thing I will add, the super hot adds a lot more to the chicken than it does to the chips. I think it works better with the seasoning and flavor.
I think all
of that.
these work better with the chicken, besides maybe the barb.
To a higher degree though. Yep, the same goes for the aioli. Yeah, for finally the barbecue.
Oh, you got a lot there.
Yeah.
I think you're forgetting one more though.
I didn't forget. Just ignored. That barbecue is good on the chips as well. Barbecue's just going to be good on everything. And now for
Oh, look how chunky
this.
Oh, I like that actually. What's the
Still
chip
not
is
a
better.
fan.
Now, let's rate all the sauces. Andrew, you want to do your rating from best to worst with numbers?
The best sauce is going to be hard to beat the barbecue. Barbecue, it's good on everything. It's nice, it's satisfying. And they've really gone the extra mile at KFC with the smoky and tanginess of it. That's definitely the best. I'd give that, like, honestly, sauce-wise, a 10 out of 10 on everything. You put that on anything and it's going to make it better, and it's a great taste. Second in place, I am thinking the sweet and sour. The sweet and sour, this surprises me actually. The sweet and sour just, it has a lot to add to everything as well. And yeah, it's hard just to say, it's just a nice sauce. Now, for the third place, I'd probably have to give it to the creamy aioli. It just, compared to the supercharged sauce, I believe it has more flavor and it feels nicer to eat to me. Now that's not at all saying that the supercharged sauce is bad. It doesn't have as much flavor. It doesn't add as much to a meal. It's not so much a flavor in itself as it is a complementary spice to what you're eating. Like, I would combine supercharged sauce with other sauces in a burger, in like a zinger burger, and I think that would go down very nice. Yeah, good stuff, and the gravy does not need mention.
That was Andrew's view about all the sauces. Now it's from my view. But before we get into my view, I would like to say a word from my sponsor, BMW Gamers. We're here in front of a BMW car that you boys can't see, but it's glorious. Look at that.
Just have to trust
Oh, look at those nostrils. Oh, BMW, boys.
Smell the leaded fuel.
The way of the future. Now, I gotta say, I think when it comes to the chicken, I like the sweet and sour the most. Yeah. I find it's just, the sweet and sour is just nicer. It's very sweet. It doesn't overstep its boundaries and doesn't overwhelm everything. But when it comes to chips, I 100% go with barbecue sauce. For me, next is gonna be aioli. Because honestly, aioli doesn't really fit without like all the other components like lettuce, bacon, things like that. It needs to be in like its own like meal. Next, I'll say the gravy.
No.
See, even though the gravy made the chicken worse, I rather that than my mouth dying from the spicy sauce. Because the spicy sauce, man, that shit messed me up. Oh god. But the spicy sauce does taste 100% better. I just like my mouth not being annihilated.
To those of you who are more accustomed to spice, the spicy sauce you would probably find to be better than the gravy. Yeah.
I will say though, when I use the gravy for the chicken, 0 out of 10.
All it does is make it worse.
Well, the
Everything
chips,
this gravy touches, I feel like it makes worse.
the chips, I find the chips they're better. So on a scale, sweet and sour 9 out of 10, barbecue sauce 8.5 out of 10, aioli 5 out of 10, gravy 4 out of 10, supercharged sauce 2 out of 10. I like my mouth being not on fire. Thank you boys for watching. But before we end the video, what's your rating on the entire meal, Andrew?
Oh, on the entire meal, this is a high value meal. Me and Nick combined, we paid about $13 for the 2 chips, the 15 tenders, the sauces, the gravy. All of it was $13, and that's gonna feed us for sure. It's hard to find a better value meal than that to share between 2 people as well. And you know, even if it's not enough to satisfy, you can add like a goat bucket for $4 on top of that, and then that's gonna leave you satisfied too. With the drinks extra, it just costed a little bit more, but yeah, the meal as a whole is $26. That leaves $13 for each of us, and good value, good taste. The sauces are great, the chicken's good, the chips, you know, they're a good vessel for the sauce. The gravy is there should you wish to eat it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. That's a high 8 out of 10 as well. I don't think it could get much better, honestly.
I have to agree with Andrew with all those points. I'll have to give it also 8 out of 10. I liked it a lot. And the fact that we got 15 pieces of chicken. Oh!
15, that's, you know, 7 to 8 pieces of chicken split between the 2 of you. Like, if you order like 3 pieces of tenders on its own, it's like $6. So like, just the value in this meal is way higher than all the individual components.
That
8 out
close,
of 10.
yeah. With that closing it off, thank you D-Boys for so much for watching. A special shout out to my boy, Femboy Shane. Legend. He supports us on every D-Boys adventure ever. And we appreciate his support. Later D-Boys.